Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us in this session of Spokane Public Schools Keep Learning series for mathematics. Today's lesson is for students in kindergarten, but all of you are welcome to join in. My name is Miss Wofford, and I'm a math coach and a math interventionist at Lincoln Heights Elementary School in Spokane Public Schools. I will be your teacher for this lesson, and I'm so glad that you are participating with me today. So, if you didn't see our previous lessons, you are welcome to go on the KSPS website channel. Sometimes it is helpful to go back and watch the other lessons in our series so you can continue to build your understanding of the mathematics we will be doing together. Today, we will be learning about shapes. Our learning target for today is I can name and describe 2D shapes. When I say 2D, I mean two-dimensional. So I can name and describe 2D shapes. For today's lesson, all we need is you. So I just need those kindergarten mathematicians, and they just need to be able to see the screen. And I encourage you, kindergarten mathematicians, to go ahead and talk back to me and answer when I ask a question. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to hold up some shapes, and you're going to tell me what they're called. This is a triangle. This is a triangle. But what makes this a triangle? Can you tell me what makes this a triangle? I heard some of you say that it has 3 corners. 1, 2, 3. Mathematicians sometimes call corners vertices. So you could say that this triangle has 3 vertices. 1, 2, 3. Or you could say it has 3 corners. It also is a triangle because not only does it have 3 corners, it also has 3 straight sides. 1, 2, 3. So it also has 3 sides. This is definitely a triangle. Let's try another one. What shape is this? This is a hexagon. What makes this shape a hexagon? Did you say that it has 6 sides? Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A hexagon has 6 sides. It also has 6 corners. This is a circle. You said circle, didn't you? This is a circle, but what makes this shape a circle? I heard some of you say that it's round, and a circle is round. What I mean by that is it has curved sides, round. When I spin it, it actually looks the same any way I turn it. It's round, and it has curved sides, and it has no corners. This is a, did I hear you say rectangle? This is a rectangle. Now, unlike the circle, when I rotate it or turn it, it does look a little bit different, but it still is the same shape no matter if I rotate it around or not. It's still a rectangle. What makes this shape a rectangle? Well, a rectangle has how many sides? That's right, 4 sides. And how many corners? Yes, a rectangle has 4 corners, Or what was that word again? That special vocabulary word mathematicians use to describe a corner? Yes, vertices. A rectangle has 4 vertices. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 sides. But a rectangle also has another attribute to it. A rectangle also has 2 pairs of equal sides. When I say pair, I don't mean a pear like the fruit that you would eat. I mean a pair meaning 2, like the pair of shoes you might be wearing, or maybe you have a pair of slippers on, or maybe you have a pair of socks on. That's called a pair, 2. So in this rectangle, there is a pair of equal sides. This top side and the bottom side is a pair of equal sides. And the other pair of equal sides are the sides, the left side and the right side. They are the same side lengths. That's what makes a rectangle special, is it has 2 pairs of equal sides. So 4 sides, 4 vertices, and 2 pairs of equal sides. That brings us to this next shape. This is I hope you said square. Some of you might have even said a diamond shape, but if I turn this, I hope you can see that it is a square. What makes this shape a square? How many sides does it have? I heard some of you say 4. It has 4 sides and it has 4 corners or vertices. Something special about a square, it's actually a rectangle. A square is a type of rectangle, but it's a special type of rectangle. Remember that we said in a rectangle there were 2 pairs of equal sides? Well, what makes a square special is there's not just 2 pairs, although it does have 2 pairs. It has the top and the bottom are equal, and it also has the left side and the right side are also equal. So it fits the definition of a rectangle. But what makes a square special and different than any other shape is that it has 4 equal sides. All the side lengths are equal. Actually, I shouldn't have said this makes it different than any other shape. There's some other shapes out there that have 4 equal sides, or can have 4 equal sides, but aren't a square. I heard some of you say a rhombus. We're not going to talk about a rhombus today, but you're right. In the case of a square, though, we're going to talk about that it has 4 equal sides, 4 corners. And even though when I turn it, it might look a little different, no matter when I turn or rotate it, it is still a square. Thanks for warming up with shapes for me today. We are going to do a shape sort today. A sort is when we make like a rule that we're going to sort our shapes by. So today, what we're going to sort our shapes by are the number of corners or vertices. So the first card I have for you today says 3 corners. Can you think of what shape would have 3 corners? We're going to make our 3-corner column right here. And then we're also going to have 4 corners. Can you think of some shapes that would have 4 corners? Let's try our first shape. A rectangle. Which category should I put this rectangle in? Does it have the characteristic of 3 corners? Or does it have the characteristic of 4 corners? I heard you say 4. Let's try another shape. There's that square. Remember, a square is a rectangle, but it's a special rectangle, so it gets its own name. So here's the square. How many corners does a square have? 4 corners. So we'll put it in the 4-corner category. Are you seeing a triangle? How many corners? I heard you say 3. We will put that in the 3-corner category. We're sorting these shapes by their attributes, and the attributes we've chosen to look at today are the number of corners. Let's try another one. Did you see how I rotated it? I started like this, and then I rotated it. But when you rotate a shape, you haven't actually changed the shape. You've just changed how our eyes and our brains see it. But rotating a shape doesn't change the number of corners. How many corners does this shape have? I heard you, 4. What about this shape? I'm going to rotate it or turn it. And even though it might look a little different, I haven't changed the number of corners. Point to which side I should put this triangle in. You're pointing over here to 3 corners. What about this shape? How many corners does it have? What about if I rotate it? Did I change the number of corners? I can hear you telling me no. Rotating or turning a shape doesn't change the number of corners, and it also doesn't change the name of the shape. Any way I hold it, this is still going to be a square. Point to which column I should put this in. Which attribute does the square have? 3 corners or 4 corners? 4 corners. What about this shape? I hear you shouting out 3 to me. I'm glad as mathematicians you're getting as excited about shapes as I am. So let me move that a little bit so we can just see all of those 3-corner triangles. I have another shape for you. Does this shape have 3 corners or 4 corners? It doesn't have 3 and it doesn't have 4. How many corners or vertices does this shape have? I hear some of you saying 6. This is a hexagon and it does have 6 vertices or 6 corners. Let's count those corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That presents us with a little bit of a challenge. I can't put it in 3 corners because it has more than 3 corners. I can't put it over here in 4 corners because it has more than 4 corners. What could we do? Talk with someone in your family about what we could do about this challenge. 6 corners doesn't fit any of the attributes we're sorting by. What could we do? That's a great idea. I might have to make a new category because this shape doesn't fit our current categories. It has a different characteristic. Good idea. So I'm going to make a special category for the hexagon. I'm going to put, for the hexagon, I'm going to put that there are 6 corners. We'll make a new category. Okay, let's do another shape. Rectangle. Does the rectangle have 6 corners? Can I put it with the hexagon? It's green. This hexagon is green. You're right. The color doesn't matter this time. I could have sorted by color, but that's not what we decided to sort by. We sorted by the number of corners. And I hear you telling me that this should go with 4 corners. Another hexagon. How many corners does the hexagon have? I hear you saying 6. What about this shape? How many corners does this circle have? Are you sure? No corners? You're right. The circle is round and it has no corners. But that presents me with another challenge. I have 6 corners. I have 3 corners. I have 4 corners. What do I do with a circle? Do you have any ideas? That's right. I'm going to have to make a new category. None of the categories we have fit the characteristics or the attributes of this circle. How about this? 0 corners. A circle has 0 corners. Hey, look at the number 0 there. It's not quite a circle, but it is round and it also has no corners. Which category or which attribute had the least in our sort? If you said 0 corners, you're right. We had the least amount of shapes in that category. Today we only had 1 circle, so it was the least. Which category had the most or the greatest number of shapes? Did I hear you say 4 corners? I think you're right, but let's double check. Let's see how many shapes we had in 4 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's that lovely kindergarten number. Our favorite number in kindergarten is 5. So there were 5 shapes in our 4 corner sort. How many shapes were in our 6 corners? I'm hearing some of you say 2. Let's check. 1, 2, you're right. And how many shapes did we have in, how many shape cards did we have in 3 corners? Hey, you're right. 3 corners, 3 shapes. It won't always work that way. In fact, if you make your own shape cards and you do your own sort, you might end up with different data than I had. Kindergartners, I want you to go and get an adult or an older sister or an older brother. Get a family member to come to the screen with us. Family members, thanks for joining our kindergarten mathematicians at the screen. Our goal today was I can name and describe 2D shapes, 2-dimensional shapes. There's some other things that you could do at home with your kindergartner to help them strengthen their ability to name and identify shapes. The first thing you could do is just use items around the house to build shapes. So you could use popsicle sticks or toothpicks or even pipe cleaners to have your kindergartner build the shapes or form them. You could also take your learning outside. Go outside, find some sticks and build the shapes. Or if you happen to have some sidewalk chalk handy, go ahead and draw the shapes on the sidewalk. You also are welcome to make your own shape cards and do your own sorts. We sorted today by the number of corners, but you could decide to sort by the colors. You could do big shapes, little shapes. There's lots of ways to sort. Sorting actually encourages our young mathematicians to look for similarities and differences, so it can be really helpful to do a sort. And the last thing that you can do, and probably maybe the easiest, is just talk to your kindergartner. Talk to them about shapes. Ask them to describe a shape. You could say, tell me about a hexagon. What do you know about a hexagon? And then you could just pay attention to what they say. You could pay attention to if they mention the number of corners or vertices, or if they mention the number of sides. I have enjoyed doing some mathematics with you today. Thank you for joining me today as you continue your learning from home. I look forward to seeing you again for our next lesson on KSPS. And if you are looking for more activities, they can be found on the Spokane Public Schools Learning from Home website.